This diagram maps out the basic mechanics of how any narrative functions. Every story requires three things to exist: someone to tell it, a subject to examine, and a third party to observe it. In this specific case, the narrator is a young man named Iyad, and the subject is his own internal spiritual experience. But that leaves the final role unassigned. If you are hearing these words right now, you are the missing piece. You are the witness. By bringing you into the equation, a personal journal entry steps out of isolation. Your active observation is what takes Iyad's internal awakening and anchors it into a shared reality. Before this awakening, Iyad operated on ordinary assumptions about affection. He perceived love as something gentle, quiet, and easily defined. Those standard earthly definitions fall short when a person encounters something that defies logical explanation. The reality hit him without warning. Divine love operates as a massive, overwhelming kinetic force. It shatters rigid assumptions into bright, chaotic energy. Encountering that level of energy rewrites a person's physical reality from the ground up. This spiritual state is loud, proud, and intensely physical. Inside his body, his heart rate rapidly rises. Pumping blood surges through his veins, generating intense physical heat and sweat. In Islamic tradition, this practice is known as dhikr, the continuous remembrance of God. Here, it acts as a physiological engine, driving his internal temperature and heart rate higher with every repetition. This rising heat creates a level of internal pressure that eventually outgrows a seated posture. The body responds by moving, becoming a vessel for this spiritual overflow. That intense internal pressure instantly translates into explosive action. Iyad begins leaping and bounding into a rhythmic, ecstatic dance. With every single heavy step he takes against the floor, the physical atmosphere of the space around him begins to shift.
He demands that everything present must observe this act, from the plaster of the walls to whatever hidden, unseen beings might be watching. The dance claims the space, turning the layout of the room into a stage for praise. As he directs his praise toward the messenger of God and his family, Iyad experiences a conceptual zoom out. His awareness lifts out of the room. He feels the sensation of swimming upward into the atmosphere of the sky, untethered from earthly boundaries. Yet, while his mind expands into the celestial stretches, his physical body is still spinning and sweating inside a room on earth. This devotion erases the boundary line. The vastness of the cosmos and the confines of human limitation exist side by side. It is a common expectation that this spiritual peak would result in a total escape from the physical world. Instead, it forces an intense return to it. Look at this polarity chart. The soul is suspended at the top node in the heavens, while the physical foot remains firmly planted on earth. These two directions pull equally against each other, holding the person in high-tension balance. Spiritual ascension happens here, at the point where the spirit reaches the stars while the feet remain buried in the dirt.